Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Let's get right into it today. We are making sticky wings. I love me some sticky wings all time of the year, but especially when I'm watching sports. And I'm watching football today. These are really easy to make. I have combined a couple of different ways and now make them Daryl's way. After I give you the list of ingredients, make them your way. Before I get into that, my drink of choice today is white Hennessy. And I'll sip it in front of you, knowing that you can't have any. All right, let me tell you how we get started with this. Whenever I do sticky wings or any chicken, I always do a salt brine. Anywhere from 1 tablespoon to 1.5, 2 tablespoons of kosher salt, and I'll dissolve that in a little warm water. Now, just to make sure you don't get any bacteria, let me clarify. What I often will do is I'll take a small container, I'll put my salt in the container with warm to hot water. I'll let it dissolve, and then I'll pour that water into my larger container of cold water. That way, I'm not introducing the chicken into warm water. What I'll do then is let this brine in the refrigerator for anywhere from 12 to 18 to 24 hours. 24 hours is the max that I'll usually brine my chicken. So for these wings that I'm making today, these have been brining for just about 16 hours. After you brine them, you basically just take the salt water and pour it off. Some people will pat their chicken down with a paper towel. What I do a lot of times, I'll just do a quick rinse on my chicken to get all of the salt water off of it. After you're done with your brine, and that again is where you pour your salt water off and then you rinse the chicken. This is where I talk about combining 2 different recipes to make my own. A lot of the traditional sticky wing recipes only go with the wet ingredients. Don't worry about what those are. I'll put a complete list of those and the measurements in the description box. I use wet and dry ingredients. For my dry ingredients, I'll also give you a list of these as well as the specific measurements. But what I like to do, I like to combine my dry ingredients, and then I cover my chicken with it, and I'll let the chicken marinate in the refrigerator for about 4 hours with my dry ingredients. After about 4 hours, I'll take that 2/3 of my wet ingredients, I'll introduce the chicken to that, or put that in the bag with the chicken. I'll let that marinate for an additional 4 to 8 hours. Sometimes I might even go 24 hours. Now, keep in mind, again, that for your wet ingredients, don't pour it all over the chicken. Save just a little bit because you want to make a sauce so that you can baste the chicken while it's cooking. That's one of the attributes of the sticky wings. As you'll see, as you baste it, they get stickier and stickier and yummier and yummier. So without any further talking, let me show you specifically how I go about preparing my wings. If you don't remember from my earlier videos, I told you that whenever I have dry ingredients, I like to combine my dry ingredients together first before I put that on whatever type of meat or vegetable I'm cooking. I'd rather do it this way instead of introducing each spice individually onto, in this case, the chicken, because I believe by combining all of my dry ingredients, I get a more even distribution of my spices that way, instead of adding them one by one and then trying to mix them all over my dish. So what I do for here first, come on, let me show you. I'm going to use all of this. Come on in, folks, I'm going to show you. I'm going to use all of this to season my wings. Oh, one thing I often do that I didn't do is I add a little olive oil so that this will stick to the chicken. Since I've already started, I'm not going to go back and do that, but that's one thing I would recommend you do. Just take about a tablespoon or so of olive oil, put that on your chicken so that your spices will adhere a little better. Now, my hands are a little wet, but we're going to keep going. Again, I'm going to use all of this. Now that I have all of my dry spices over the chicken, I'm going to take this and cover it, and I'll put it in the refrigerator for about 4 hours. So now we're going to combine our wet ingredients. All right, everybody, welcome back. Look, our sticky wings are done. Don't those just look fantastic? Now, I know they might look a little dark. That is okay. They're not burnt, I promise you. I also promise you that they're not dry. Those are the characteristics of sticky wings. This is also why I like to do a salt brine before I cook sticky wings or any chicken, because it'll help to keep it from drying out, especially pieces that tend to dry out. Now, there's nothing like having these wings outside under the stars, sports on the television, a nice fire going. My buddy right here, Bootsy. Hey, Bootsy. Bootsy, say hello to the camera. Look at this dude. He thinks he's going to get a wing. Not going to happen. Anyway, that's it. So I hope you decide to try the sticky wings. I think you will love them. And I want to keep this short, so let's just get to the point, right? Y'all know I'm going to do my ask. Help brother out, subscribe to the channel, and tell a friend or two. See you guys on the next video. While I do a taste.